morning. Welcome back from your long weekend. I hope you guys had fun. I had a nice time up in the mountains enjoying no cell phone reception and lots of fresh air. So that was well needed for me. Here's how we get to all the Schoology stuff for this week. So when you're virtual, here's what you're going to be doing. We are no longer in August by August, and we're going to go into the September folder. So inside the September folder, you're going to see one folder per week. And so here's our plan. So Monday we had no school, virtual day 1, virtual day 2, and then we've got 2 awesome labs for you when you're in person. So it should be a really fun week. Click in. The first thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing the daily journals. So just like we had been doing last week in class, when you click on this, it's going to take you into our slideshow presentation. And it says do number 2 on page 15. So on the side here, you're going to scroll down until you see that. And it's going to be right here. Daily journals number 2 on page 15 in your science notebook. And I know it's going to show this little bitty in the corner, but your notebook page should look something like this. You have daily journals number 2 up at the top. You copy down the question, you write your answer in a complete sentence. Since there are only 4 days this week, you will only have 4 questions on page 15. So every Monday or every beginning of the week, we'll start a new page for that. And then we can just click next. And it says table of contents. So next, it's going to take us to the table of contents in our notebook. And so as we go, you should be updating this. So your table of contents should be getting longer and longer and longer as time passes on. So all the things for the first notebook check went up until basically the table of contents. Now we've color coded it, so everything that's in orange is going to be on notebook check number 2, which is going to be next Monday. So a lot of these things are from last week. And then starting here, page 15, these are the pages we're doing this week. So here's the daily journals. We're going to do some vocabulary. This is a little bit of notes, and then our 2 lab papers from this week. So you should be copying that down into your table of contents because that's one of the things I'm going to look for in your notebook check. All right, click next. All right, matter vocabulary, notebook page 16. So on page 16 of your science notebooks, you're going to be getting definitions for these 11 words that are written right here. So I have shown you my notebook page, so you can look at that, but it might be easier to just copy them from here. And the title is matter vocabulary. And again, this is on page 16. Make sure you do things on the right pages. But Ms. Sherman, where am I going to get all those vocabulary words? Should I just look them up in the dictionary? No, do not look them up in the dictionary. You're going to go to the next slide. And the next slide is going to be an Edpuzzle for you. And during this Edpuzzle video, you're going to pause it whenever the words pop up, and then you're going to copy the definitions from there. Okay, my teacher version looks a little bit different, but you should see Edpuzzle and you should be able to watch the video. Next is going to be another video, and this is called Study Jams. They make some cool stuff, and it says right here, no notes required. You do not need to take notes on this. I just want you to watch it to kind of put everything together, make sure you're understanding. And again, you don't need to write notes. It's just a video for you to watch. It should pop up with the link. I'll fix it if it doesn't work. So there should be a link right here for you guys to copy, or for you guys to go to. Maybe it's right here. Yes, it is. Click on the title, okay? Right here, click on this, or you can click on this. That'll also take you there. All right. If for some reason the video does not load, Google Study Jams video states a matter. And since we're not taking notes on it, like if you don't get to watch it, it's going to be your loss, but it's not going to like penalize your grade. Next thing. We're going to set up page 17 in our notebook. So page 17 is going to look like this. There's our title, there's the page number, and you're going to set it up here. I don't know why it's a little bit blurry. Hopefully you guys can still see that. I'll also show you here. Okay. And so you're going to set up your page, and then you're going to go into the Nearpod lesson. The Nearpod lesson, There's a link here for each class, so please remember what core you're in. And then if that does not work for some reason, you can go to nearpod.com and you can type in this code for your specific class. And that's what we're doing for the week. So during the week, you're working on 2 pages in your notebook. You're working on page 16, which is vocabulary, and you're doing page 17, which is a little bit of notes, okay? On this notes page for page 17, you're gonna have to be writing things in these boxes, and you're gonna be writing words, and there should be pictures in every box, in each of these 4 boxes. And yes, you should color them if you have the ability. If you have colored pencils, please use them. Please don't use markers in your science notebook. They bleed through onto the next page. So whatever we do on page 18, you'll have a really hard time seeing. So please, colored pencils, crayons also work, anything like that. Colored pens are usually fine. So, all right. If you have any questions, remember, the best way to ask me a question quickly is through Microsoft Teams, or you can email me. Schoology messages do not pop up on my phone. I will not know that you sent me a Schoology message until I specifically go and check them. So please try to avoid that and use that as your last means of communication with me. And when you email me, make sure it's L Sherman 3. Okay? All right. Bye. See you whenever you're here.